Good afternoon, Frank. Good afternoon, Gareth.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, today I want to be able to interview you because I'm writing a funding application to the Lottery Heritage so that they can give you some fund to support your development in terms of heritage. Do you know what heritage is about?
Yeah, it's about the things that your elders have passed on to you. The
Okay.
leftovers that you
What does heritage mean to you, Gareth?
Like, say you had a heritage centre, it would be things from the past of an era.
Okay. So, what do you think Cameroonian heritage is? You are Cameroonians. You've got some Cameroonian origin, don't you? So, what do you think Cameroonian heritage is? What does Cameroonian heritage represent to you?
Like just doing traditional stuff, like having barbecues and playing football and like playing the drums.
Okay. So, what about you, Frank? What does Cameroonian heritage represent to you?
They used to do lots of dances back in the Cameroonian days. That's a Cameroonian heritage to me.
Dancing where?
Dancing back in the place where they used to live. They used to just dance for the fun of it and because they like dancing, don't they?
Yeah, Cameroonian like dancing. I think that is part
and
of
the drums is part of the tradition and culture and the heritage too.
Okay, so what about, you went to the Cameroonian National Day last time, don't you?
Yep.
So what did you learn about Cameroonian heritage there?
I learned that they used huts to sell the food in. The prices were a bit expensive. They charged you for the drinks and the food. There was bouncy castles, face paints for free, and yeah.
What else? What other activity, what heritage activity did you see there?
You could definitely
Football.
tell that everybody liked football because there was a team from Glasgow who came to Manchester to play.
Okay, and you can tell by looking at all the team which came internationally that Cameroonian definitely like football and it's part of their heritage. So, would you like to benefit from that football heritage?
Yeah.
Do you like football as well?
I love football.
You love football. So you think through football, do you think you can learn something about Cameroon?
Yeah.
About your
You
heritage?
could learn a lot from heritage. So the people like Roger Miller,
Yeah.
he's a good inspiration of football because he's a very good player, isn't he?
And Eto.
Okay, and Samuel Eto'o. So if you were to organize an event, so will you organize a football tournament or?
Yeah, I would love to do a tournament.
They could have done that at the day for like other little kids.
Yeah, so then everyone's having something to do with on the Cameroonian National Day, not just the adults.
Okay, so you felt you felt left out because they. Okay, so if we say that we're going to organize a tournament for young people next year to celebrate Cameroonian National Day, would that something that you would like to take part into?
Love that, yeah.
So what will you be able to do in terms of making it happen?
We'll have to inform the adults about that, and yeah, we'll have to tell them everything, all the info for the adults. We could leave some spare pictures, so then the adults could play themselves if they're not interested in the kids. But if they are interested, then they might as well eat some food, hang around, and then watch the kids.
Okay. So, what other activity would you like to see happening if you're organizing a Cameroonian football tournament to celebrate? Because what we were celebrating that day was Cameroonian national unity. And that is why all the team across the UK come together. All the Cameroonian football fans across the UK came together to celebrate their unity. Is it something that you like to know more about Cameroonian unity? Did you learn anything about it on the day?
I learned it.
Not really. You didn't learn about the history of the day. So let me tell you a bit about the history of the day. The history of the day is
I
what
learned
did you?
the history about French and the English coming to try and take over Cameroon.
Okay,
And then the Cameroons are just being controlled by the French and the English. That's why most Cameroonians speak French and English. But because France were a bigger country than Britain, more of the French people took over the Cameroon. So then if more of the French people took over Cameroon, then the Cameroonians learned more French from more of the French people overwhelming them.
Okay, so that's good. I'm very proud that you've actually remember what I told you about the Cameroonian National Day. And do you know anything about Cameroonian National Day, Gareth?
Just that,
Just what Frank has just told you. So, what is your understanding of it?
that like Cameroon was sort of taken over, and if France didn't take over, they probably would have followed like a different language, maybe from a whole different country.
Okay, so is this something that you want to learn more about? Do you?
Yeah, because I've not quite learned everything about it yet. And when I start learning something, I want to know more about it so that I'm more informed. Because if I've just learned a quarter of something, then I need to learn the 3/4, don't I?
So, what other part of that history would you like to learn?
I'd like to learn how they got rid of the French and the English. And I would like to learn how life was different when the French and English were away.
Okay, so how life was when the French and the English went away. So, do you mean like how the country was led?
Yeah, how the country was led.
What else would you like to learn?
Just that. Nothing else I'm interested in, except from how they life was.
Okay, that's very good, Frank. And in terms of how can football help you to learn about those things? If you're doing a football tournament, as you just say, you wanted to organize a football tournament, what should we do to help you? Maybe something like, would you like to ask other parents like myself to tell you more about it?
I would
Or
like
would you like to?
football, and I would like multi-sport, because not everyone likes football. Not all the girls like football. So if you think more about everybody, you could bring in multi-sports if we had the, the things that we need to set it up. And once you set it up, then it will be ready for all the kids to play. Even if the adults want to play and help out the kids, then that would be helpful, won't it?
Yeah, that's nice. What about you, Gareth? Any other thought that you feel?
Like how they came about to like just carry on living their lives, like after like the whole experience, like the kind of feelings that they would have had
After the French and the English left. Okay. Most of them traveled here, and most of them traveled to France, and the people from the English side came to Britain, and most people from the French side went to France. So you would like to know more about their life back home or here in Europe?
maybe like how they affected
How they were affected?
how they affected other people's lives in Europe.
Who affected other people's life?
Like did they change anything about that country when they went there?
When they went to France?
And England.
Okay, so so if you say that you're going to do some oral history, you're going to learn about how to do an oral history, would that be something that will help you learn more about that part of history?
And I would like to learn about what happened to them in their own country, because when they were being led, and none of them were taught how to be a leader. So if none of them were taught how to lead, then who's going to be the leader then?
Okay.
And that's probably how some of the Cameroonians just thought that they didn't know what to do, so they just came to either France or England, the majority of them. And then the leftover Cameroonians were just hopeless, and just had nothing to do, didn't they?
Okay. Oh, that's good. So we will do some oral history to try and learn more about it if you manage to raise this fund. And in terms of the culture, what would you like to learn about Cameroonian culture?
I would like to learn about how much
The food.
the foods, how they make the foods, what they put in the foods, and how much
Traditional methods of cooking.
Okay, the traditional method of cooking. And in terms of culture as well, what about the clothes that they wear, the music?
Yeah, I'm more interested in the music.
You're more interested in the music. What music?
I've got a question about the music. Why do they have to put it too loud in parties?
Okay, so it was mainly because the event was a big event and there were loads of people selling food. And traditionally in Cameroon, when there are people selling food, the main attraction is music. So people were just had different stall and they were trying to encourage people to come and buy their food by putting their music in a way that it will attract customers. So you think the music should have been a bit less louder?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be nice if there was like one music going out. If it was one music that was very loud, one song or tune playing that was going very loud, I would be okay with that. It's just that the other ones intercepted with the other music of the other tunes, and you know how some tunes and music plays are supposed to be played a bit quieter, and some of them are supposed to be played really loud. So do you see how the louder ones are going to overcome the quieter ones?
Okay. So if you were to get involved in this project, what part would you play?
I would play as cultural ref for one of the captains for a football team.
You want to be a captain for a football team?
Yeah, so then I could be more involved with it.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What about you, Gareth? What
Just
part?
to play.
Just to play. And so you wouldn't want to lead on any activity? No. What about taking pictures? And you're good with camera, isn't it? What about taking? What about photograph and reporting on the event?
Maybe.
Would you like to do the community report about the event, what went on, and
Yeah, that would be good.
yeah, you want to do some community reporting, so you can film the event and then edit it and then put it into a video and do a bit of reporting about what went on, or even during the match, instead of having the music, maybe you could coordinate the event so that. Have you ever listened to a football match?
Yeah, there's always cheering going on instead of music. But sometimes there is music to chant on the players, so they start getting out drums. So they get out drums and then go make heartbeat sounds. Like so, like if they're gonna take a penalty or something, there's a lot of pressure on the players because they have to score to get back into the game, and if they miss, then they've lost the game, haven't they?
Okay, so you think some drumming could do into that?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, drumming could do into the football too, but there was no drumming at the place. Was the Cameroonian International Day, and drumming is their main part of their culture, isn't it, and tradition. They mainly use drumming in all the parts of events and parties they go in.
Yeah, and that is why here at Ensemble we've also always taught you about drumming, because it's a very big part of Cameroonian culture. And maybe if we manage to succeed, if we get the fund, we will teach you more Cameroonian instruments like shakers and other instruments that can complement the drum. So, what else would you like to learn if you were to change things and do things your own way?
I would like to change. Actually, there's not too much we could change except from multi-sports, putting in the drums, but not only drums, because there is other Cameroonian instruments, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if you could add all of them, then all the children are more informed about them, so then they'll be more knowledgeable.
Okay. So things like quizzes or games.
Get Cameroonian games that they normally play. Yeah, that would be very interesting because I don't know all the Cameroonian games except from football.
Okay. Yeah, there's loads of different games that you could actually lead on with the younger people, teach them about games. And you've been to a Chinese parade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another parade. Is it something that you could? Is a parade something that you could be interested in?
Yeah, we could make our own Cameroonian cultural parade.
Okay. What would you need to do the Cameroonian cultural parade?
We'll need music,
You'd need
drums.
lots of people.
Yeah, lots of people, so then we can make a big long train going around and a big field, so then all the people can fit in and go around.
Okay.
People, encouraging them to keep on going and all that, yeah.
Okay, that sounds fantastic, isn't it? So I will speak to other young people, and you can all get together and organize things. So this is like a statement that you're giving, that you are interested in the project, in the Young People Heritage Project, and that you'll be taking part into organizing. What are you going to be organizing? What are you going to be?
Multi-sports, more Cameroonian instruments, things like that.
And you will learn more about Cameroonian history.
Yeah.
So you will learn more about Cameroonian history through football and Cameroonian national day.
Yeah.
So in one word, in a few sentences now, can you sum up what your statement is? Gareth?
More Cameroonian
I'm going to say what you're going to say.
So through different sports or lessons, we can learn more about Cameroonian culture by doing cultural things and learning about them at the same time.
Okay. What about you, Frank? What?
Multi-sports, all the Cameroonian instruments, more of their culture being involved because it is their Cameroonian National Day. All the things that they do, Congos, train, like parades and all that going around and trains and all that. So then it's more fun, exciting, instead of just football going on and face paints and bouncy castles. But I'm very proud of the bouncy castles. They're kind of quite fun because it was really good how they fitted in 3 bouncy castles for the event.
Okay. And the food, what kind of food would you like to have on the day?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Burgers. And le maïs.
Le maïs. Good. What kind of Cameroonian food would you like to have on the day, Frank?
Plantain.
Plantain.
Barbecue. And fries. French fries.
French fries. Okay.
Yeah. Salad too. I like salad.
Okay, very good. I look forward to talk to you again about it if you manage to raise this fund. So hopefully you will hear about it by September.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.